Papa 20 at runway 7 ready for takeoff straight out departure.
Welcome to another Brett Plays video.
Brett Plays Bravo Papa 20 cleared for takeoff runway 7
And as you can see, we're going to take the F-14D out. And I've chosen one of the different liveries that's on this.
7 Brett Plays Bravo Papa 20.
This is a beautiful aircraft. I will endeavour to put the link in the description from where I got it from, if I can remember. And I'm also going to add the Sydney scenery that came from Jacob Tang. I'll put a link in the description. One of my viewers put a link there. I thought, oh, I'll give it a try, and it's come out really nice. I believe it uses some Google Earth imagery as well. All freeware. Now this jet, I had to use the legacy importer to get rid of the buttons in the cockpit until the new patch comes out that stops that from happening. Let's have a look at this. Make sure our parking brake is on. Thanks, I don't need my VFR map at the moment. Alright. So, brake pull, there it is on now. That's animated, very nice. Be nice to get some nav screens in here. Might have to look at how to do the panel stuff next. So the aircraft, very well animated. If I use my spoilers, so air brakes, they look great. Yep, all good. Now I've noticed that you can see we're at 60% flaps. If I were to extend that, yep, we'll get it for the takeoff. Even in the front, look at that, that's beautiful. Now, take that back to 60. Can't go any higher than that. Reason being is, anything above that, this area here, is automatic with the aircraft. So the swing wings will come in the faster I go. And it's automatic, so I don't actually have to use that. So, I'll do an outside takeoff so that you can actually see it. Spool up a bit. Off with the park brake, thank you. Give it an 80%. If I go too much more than that, I'm going to be into that afterburner range. Whoa, either crosswind or I did not have that right. Okay, gear, very well animated, thank you. Wings are already going in. Slow that down a bit, thank you.
Jetstar 510 cleared to land runway 16 right. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 147 at 24.
Alright, Sydney. Does look pretty good.
Cleared to land runway 16 right. Jetstar 510.
New buildings in the city, and you also see the Anzac Bridge over to the far left there. Was not there before, but I don't think that one joins up.
Bravo Papa 20, you are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Slow down before I go too fast. Thank you. Now, new Centrepoint Tower is in there. A few boats are in there. Thank you, cruise ships, for bringing the virus to Sydney. Harbour Bridge is actually linked up. That's nice. Blues Point Tower seems to be a little bit better than a generic one. North Sydney seems to be, that's the one here on the left, it seems to be quite well modelled. My first ever job there in North Sydney. Obviously I take off from Sydney because I grew up here. I don't live here anymore, but I am quite familiar with it. Now, I don't think you'd ever get a cruise ship on this side of the bridge. I don't think they often, unless it's a small one, they don't come under the bridge. Sydney's quite well modelled, more photorealistic, which is quite nice. Seems to be a few more ships down there, even Darling Harbour's quite well modelled. So, huge improvements. It's got the Westfield name on top of that, Westfield Tower. Okay. They may be the ones who own it. Church steeple down there. Okay, so as far as the scenery goes, it's great. This aircraft, awesome. Maybe I'll give it some beans and see what happens. Had to do a few modifications. Obviously the afterburners have to be turned off. The legacy importer will do that, or give you an option to do that. I do know that when I use the legacy importer though to modify everything, the throttle of the engine controls doesn't seem to be right. So what you can do is bring in the F-18 accelerator pack engine and do the modifications there manually if you need to. Over Manly, up the northern beaches. We are already over Mark 1, which I guess, okay. I did not know that they had the sonic boom or the vapor boom from passing Mark 1 modelled. That was interesting. So if I slow down, will it... Oh, it doesn't like putting those brakes up very much, does it? Going too fast. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Look at that again. As I said, it's a very, very well modelled aircraft. Be nice to have a few people flying these in formation. Well, that's interesting. That would be a Flight Simulator X modelled effect, I guess. But it comes over here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not sure what these lines are meant to be. There's actually nothing there in real life. Seems to be between the ocean and the inlet. Get ourselves over your minor here. Scare the living daylights out of people doing Mark... What are we doing? 1.5 or something? 1.2 or 3? Make our way up to Gosford. Alright, I may actually leave it there. F-14D, very nice. Oh wow, we've even got alarms inside. Probably because I'm going too fast. It's a great model. There's some different views here. Tactical stuff. And I will add a few more mods in here as well for showcasing. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, all the rest, and thanks for joining me. Cheers.